I am an experience. Hey everyone, welcome back to YouTube Expeditions, where we confront fear to find the truth. And for this video, I am actually cosplaying as Stevonnie. I actually came up with this and I posted it on my Twitter not too long ago, so you're probably seeing pictures somewhere on the video right now of me in full costume and everything. Anyway, for this video, we're not actually looking at a video. No, this actually comes from something I got on Twitter through a mutual, and it actually starts out as a news article that is titled "Fears of Cult Takeover Roil a Tiny Town in Northern Maine." The reported cult leader is calling on his followers near and far to move to St. Agatha, whose residents aren't happy about the idea. And there isn't much on the name of the cult that I could find, but it's led by someone named Gary Blankenship. And most of his followers appear to be pretty much just on Facebook, as far as I can find. So for this video, we're actually just going to go through his Facebook, I guess, and, just look at some of the stuff he's trying to say. Maybe he might make sense, maybe he won't. I'm leaning more toward not making sense, actually. Alright, so without further ado, let's go to Facebook, I guess. Alright, so very latest post was 16 hours ago, and it just says, "Do yourself a favor, educate yourself." And it's from Anonymous Revolution 2.0. It's a repost that has this, that actually says, "Documents leaked on NASA website that plan to destroy the human race. Everything she predicted has already begun. Don't believe it. Research." Yeah, I think if you did any research, NASA doesn't exactly have the ability to do that. I don't feel like watching this video, but maybe we'll give it a shot just to be sure. Because it just seems like a conspiracy theory. Wait a minute. What?
This is Trevor Coppola for... This is Trevor Coppola for Anthony J. Hilder. I'm with Deborah Tavares, and we're going to discuss a few topics here.
Thank you so much for the interview. I appreciate the opportunity. One of the things that we want to talk about is what we were discussing a little bit ago, and that is the significance of this NASA war document that was found on the NASA website.
If this was a secret thing, why would they post it on the public website, you absolute moron? Didn't you find this the least bit suspicious? Didn't you think they would have tried to, hide it or something? Why would they post it somewhere where everybody can see it? I'm going to assume that... I'm not even going to watch the rest of it. I'll probably do that on another video. But the thing about it is, I'm just going to assume that they found something on the website and they took it completely out of context, which is known for conspiracy theorists. Alright, moving on. Quick fact. In 1999, Martin Luther King's family won a civil lawsuit against the government proving the United States government was responsible for his death. Media never reported it. #culture. Okay, here is something that I've been seeing all day on Martin Luther King Jr. Day and the day before. This is actually not true, because Snopes actually did a kind of thing on it too. And this is what they said. The conspiracy theorists told the US government was sued and found culpable in the murder of civil rights icon, but the news media refused to report it. Snopes gave it mostly false. And they've been and let's see here. It's common for exaggerated claims to contain a few elements of truth, and the factor comes into play in this conspiracy theory rumor for a few reasons. One is rudimentary research would confirm the claim's basics. The verdict is wrongful death civil action did allow the government agencies to participate in conspiracy to assassinate Dr. King, leading readers to believe that the entirety of the rumor was factual. Another is the shaky foundation on which the conspiracy theory rests is a matter of some nuance, as well as gravity of the trial's supposed conclusion. when contrasted with the relatively little public discussion of the addendum to King's life, has lent credence to belief the trial in question and its outcome were deliberately omitted from the news. So yeah, it's just another conspiracy theory. So now you have an idea of what this guy actually is, basically. He always seems to be very pro-gun. Here's another one. If voting made any difference, they wouldn't let us do it. Mark Twain. You know, I'm gonna actually look this up to actually see if this is actually true. And here it is on Snopes. False. This guy is actually retweeting lies. Well, not retweeting, but posting lies on Facebook because Facebook won't... And he even has his own sayings posted here. Like, it's the same thing. Like... Here's one attributed to Martin Luther King. Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. Okay. And you're misusing it to promote your pro-gun right-wing fantasies, basically. Like that guy who was basically just walking around with a sign talking about how being anti-gun is like Jim Crow or something like that. Newly released FBI documents say Islamic Jihad camps are located. Here he is promoting anti-Islamic rhetoric too. So he's also a massive xenophobe. And just in case, I'm not watching any of his videos because I just want to be like, I'll look into them like another time, I guess, if I continue to follow this. Oh, here's one. Virginia, a false flag is headed our way and everything's set in place for it. Sure, that's what's happening. This guy, and I wouldn't be surprised if I go through this and I come across one of those, come across about how 9/11 was an inside job or some other thing, or like how, or how Israel was responsible or something like that. I'm not looking for followers, I'm looking for other leaders. Yeah, that's actually some very cultish rhetoric, actually. Because they always say that. Like, oh, I don't want followers, I want leaders. What they want are followers. That doesn't make you think you're actually leading yourself when you're not. Let's see. Oh, well, look at that. He's anti-government too. I'm wondering, why are people not I'm wondering, oh, so that, and people are wondering why they concerned about this guy showing up. Let's see. So far, he's very heavily very heavily anti-gun regulation. He's very pro-militia, doesn't believe in vaccines, and basically doesn't want his leaders to think for themselves, basically, as far as I've been seeing. Oh, look, here it is. He's anti-vaxxer too. If vaccines were real and really worked, the price would be so high you wouldn't even be able to afford them. That is not even remotely accurate of how vaccines even function. So yeah, he's also anti-vaxxer. I've been going through this thing for about 10 minutes, and so far I've seen literally everything that would show this guy is a complete, utter moron, and anybody following him is an idiot. Because of the fact that, let's see, anti-vaxxer follows literally every conspiracy theory. Basically thinks that there's some kind of UN government. I think I passed that one, but I didn't get a chance to go back and find it just yet. Oh, here it is. I found it. I actually didn't get to it yet. Most sheep are willing participants in New World Order and don't even know it. Don't forget those flu shots and vaccines become government brainwash machines. Oh, here's another reason why they probably don't want this cult anywhere near their town. They're gonna bring disease with them because they don't want to get vaccinated. They're gonna bring a lot of preventable diseases into this town and actually get people killed. Here's another reason why they shouldn't be anywhere near anybody. So far, their Facebook provides good evidence as to why nobody should want them around them. Oh, here's something else. FEMA preps for martial law. From twistedtruth.net. You really trusted a place called twistedtruth.net to provide actual facts. Yeah. Okay, I think I've had enough of this. I think I've sufficiently proved that everything here that this guy says is a complete and utter lie. And yeah, he is running a cult because apparently he uses wording and, from what I can understand so far, he uses wording and rhetoric that basically falls in line with other cults. He comes off like, and the description of him in the article as being similar to David Koresh, not far off. I wouldn't be surprised if something similar were to end up happening in that town if he were ever to show up there with a large group of people. It just seems like a massive problem that they really should avoid and just not let him in. Well, that does it for this video, so be sure to check out my other videos, as Pricebox Productions videos, or Pricebox Gaming and Pricebox Reacts, and be sure to check out my other channel, Andie Talks Too Much. Thanks for watching, and stay jammed, everyone.